Hello and welcome to some more super buff tests. Today we're doing the boomerang, more specifically the Perma Charge, a tower that shoots really fast, so I think it'll do pretty well. Now, this is something I actually already kind of did technically before. However, at that time, I think it was with all tier 5 boomerangs. Is that better max buffed versus a Boomer Paragon video? In that one, well, I did the tier 5 Glaive Lord, Perma Charge, and the Mob Dom, but now I'm just gonna do one of them. But not just that too, because I think in that one, I also was a Dum-Dum, and I went for the 250, so I'm just gonna say it right now, yes. 250 is not better than 052. If you want proof, then maybe I could show you at the end, but we're gonna go with the 052 Perma Charge for the end of this one. On top of that, that was back when I did hard mode for these tests, but now I've basically streamlined everything on easy mode, because, well, I want to see the highest round possible, and easy would get that, since in hard mode, balloons do move a little bit faster, and that's really the only thing that's more difficult from hard to easy. Well, aside from prices, but since we have $9 million, prices do not matter. So I've also streamlined everything to start basically at a lower tier before trying the higher tiers, because it's also pretty interesting to see how far those will survive, I feel like. Now, I am starting with the base boomerang. Usually I start with the tier 3 of the tower, but why not? I think it's fun to see, and I don't think I tried this before, so any bets on how far this will last? Well, fortified seemed to be a big problem, seeing as 89 went, so yeah, maybe this round might be it. And if that's the end, then I will go ahead and upgrade. And yeah, we fail pretty miserably there, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip tier 1s because it's basically the same thing. Let's go fast rings and red hot rangs. Yeah, I bet that +1 damage of the red hot rangs is gonna do huge for us, but it's really just the attack speed. Honestly, if we're talking about the tier 2, I would say 220 is better than 022, because again, with this thing already gets probably 10 damage with all the buffs combined, but you could probably use like 9 pierce more than +1 damage in that case. But the thing is, this red hot rings upgrade doesn't just give you +1 damage when you get to tier 5. They changed it so that it gets you way more than that. So I think 250 still only gives you +9 pierce. To be exact, the red hot rings give you +4 damage when cross path, an extra +2. So basically +6 compared to, well, 250. And that's with the ability active, by the way. If not active, +4. But we should have a pretty low, like, cooldown on the ability since we already have Energizer. And don't forget, don't underestimate the 20% cooldown reduction of the expertise too. So when we combine those together, Perma Charge might literally be Perma Charge. Also, 98 seems to kill us, right? With 022, yeah. Well, time to upgrade to Bio Boomer, I guess. And this thing will be so much better because, well, in case you can't see by the description here, it also does extra damage to mob class balloons, but that's not it. It's the attack speed that we're looking at. Because obviously that skill is better than, like, additive damage buffs, what we're talking about. It already having so much other damage buffs. And fun fact, this Bio Boomer almost shoots 3 times as fast when you upgrade to 020 to 030, so that's pretty massive, and yeah. I also forgot to mention that, well, if you didn't see in the previous one, I've added a new DPS counter, so it's easier for you guys to see just how much damage we're doing. I think on a single target, the Bio Boomer was doing like 400, 500. So in case you're ever curious about just how much damage we're doing without me needing to say it or estimate it, then just take a look at the top right corner and you will be satisfied with your request. I think I'm seeing 10k at Ty's peak. That's before it even gets pierce cap, so I think we have potential for even more. Again, I'm pretty sure 230 will give us more DPS, given like rounds like this where there's like so many ZMGs. Yeah, you don't see the ranks loop around. That means you're hitting the pierce cap. And looks like 032 is just barely enough to beat this round. I probably could have done a bit of micro, like left and right hand. Kind of makes a big difference when we're talking about boomerangs here and maximize the potential. Also, if you just look ahead to the next upgrade, Turbocharge, this doesn't actually make the Bio Boomer itself better. Like, that is, if you buy it and don't use the ability, it's literally the exact same as the Bio Boomer. But once you have the ability up, well, it obviously shoots a lot faster. To be exact, it actually does 7 times the amount of attack speed, which was pretty crazy, because I thought, well, I didn't think it was that much, but turns out it really is that strong. Of course, the problem with it is that you can't have it all the time, so I don't think that will, or rather, the uptime of that ability is going to be the deal breaker in how far we get. So we're really going to need to manage our abilities well if we want to see how long it survives until we get Perma Charge. But I'm not going to try too hard. Most of the try-harding comes with the tier 5, because I really want to see, well, how far I can push the tier 5 tower to the limits. Because that's what everyone's here for, right? the spectacle of the tier 5. Now, looks like we're actually getting 600 DPS. Well, actually, we're hitting 2 moves in one, so my bad. It's probably just 400. Is that enough to kill a bat? I don't think so. Actually, I lied. It is enough. Although, I don't know if we can get all 3. That's why I'm leaving on strong, so that we can kind of focus bats first. We can kind of deal with the ZMGs later, I think, right? Yeah, we can kind of get them just by hitting it. So, back to strong. This will be pretty close, but I think we have another tank. Oh, hang on. Homeland is about to wear out, so DDTs might be a problem. No, we're fine. And there is 119. Okay, we live to see a couple more rounds at least. Generally, if you beat 119, you can kind of beat the next 5 rounds, because I don't recall 120 to 125 being much of a problem. It's kind of nice that they streamlined rounds 101 to 140, so, you know, everyone knows what's coming. Makes me wonder when they're going to streamline, or if they have plans to streamline rounds even past that. Sounds like it'd be a nice thing to do up to a point, just because, well, it'd make things more consistent. And also, we seem to get Pierce Cup done 124, so I'm just go ahead and buy that Turbo Charge. Turns out I lied about the next 5 rounds being a breeze. Well, if your tower has good single target, but no Pierce, then that's kind of what happens, I guess. And wow, there's like, it's just BFBs this round. And that was a problem. Well, as you see, 7 attack speed is just absolutely crazy. We just wiped out those BFBs. And I'm just kind of curious, I'll use it again, even though it's not that hard. I just want to see what the uptime is now that we've got the 20% cooldown stacking twice. So that looks to be about 60% uptime. Not bad. Just in case you didn't know, the normal turbocharge ability has a 45% cooldown with only a 10-second uptime. Although I think with Monkey Knowledge, you can make it last 5 seconds longer, I believe. And Perma Charge actually has lower cooldown and fast uptime, so we'll be getting a lot more than 60% uptime on that one. So that'll be nice. I hate to want to use Turbocharge for the end of the rounds, but I think I have to for the ZMGs here. I just gotta kind of have the hope that we don't run into, well, FDTs in our downtime. Which these are not, so we're fine. Yeah, don't mind us just use Turbocharge to just wipe out the ZMGs here. And how much DPS are we doing? I think I saw up to 40k at one point. This is a good time to use it to maximize Pierce. Oh, 65k. Pretty correct, gotta say. Okay, I think I gotta use it this round. DTs are starting to push on us. Again, it'd be ideal if I could end the round without any cooldown left on the Turbocharge, just so, well, I'm not calm my pants down for the next round. That might be potentially hard. Like, for example, I want to use it on 137, but if it kills the round too quickly, I might back out. Yeah, case in point, a round like that, I just kind of have to hope, I guess, that the main Bio Boomer can beat the ZMGs. I don't think so. Actually, I'll use the ability now so that I have uptime for 138 here, but I don't think I'll make a difference either way, because I'm pretty sure the downtime is too long that we'll just die. Although maybe there's a chance. Can we hold off? Can we hold off? Back to first. Come on. Ability. I got it. Okay, I think we can actually make it through. If this round can end. I know 138 is known to be very long. Very, very long. And we're seriously going to die with no seconds left on the uptime of it. Unlucky. And I think when you restart last round, if you use the ability, like on the previous round, it doesn't go into the next round. So that's really sad. Because I think we probably could have beaten 138 with a bit more macro, but we're never going to see that. Well, time for Perma Charge, I guess. And now I can see, well, it's basically a turbocharge active at all times. In fact, a little bit stronger than that, because this thing just gains, remember, plus 4 damage with the red hot rings now, on top of a bit extra damage just by getting the Perma Charge itself. And if you want to take a look at single target DPS now, looks like about 5k, so it's very similar to the Infernal Ring Meteor. Now, if I activate it, how high do we go? 8,000? Oh, I forgot we didn't have Homeland active, so that might go even higher. Let's see, 10,000. 11,000, okay. Not too shabby, so it edges out the Inferno Ring a little bit at its highest peak. But do remember that this thing isn't like a full map, or it can't affect everything at once. You really only affect things in that loop. Also, fun fact about the Perma Charge, if you didn't know, but when you use the ability, it actually doesn't make things any faster. In fact, the description itself doesn't say, it just says increase the lethality. So yeah, all you really get is plus 8 damage, or rather plus 10, now that you got the 052 crosspath, which does matter, of course. It did basically double your TPS, but it's not as great of a spike as, well, Turbocharge, where it gets 7 times stronger, which is pretty nuts. That's good, though, because I don't want to be relying on the ability too much. Speaking of which, I guess we can go ahead and try the ability uptime right now. Yeah, it's faster and shorter than the turbocharge. And it looks like, yeah, it's pretty close to full. Well, not full, but maybe 85%. You think in that case, if it's that high, should I just go for a tech bot and not have to worry about, like, you know, pressing the ability? Because I feel like there's no point really timing the ability if the uptime is near 100. So yeah, sure. Also, don't mind the engineers casually chilling in the corner or taking away a small amount of pops. The reason why I use these, by the way, because some of you might notice that, hey, doesn't the TSG Village give overclock buffs? Well, last time I tried it, there were a couple issues in terms of retry last round and crashing, which is why I have to add those overclocks just to make things a bit more smooth, even though, well, they do take away pops, a very small amount, that is. But don't worry, at least I made sure to point their foam away from the track and into the water itself, you know, just casually shooting their white stuff into the pool, just clean it up. Also, in case for those who don't know, we do have to go for 2 overclocks because when they nerf the Ultra Boost, so it only works 3 times a round, if the round lasts long enough, I may not be able to use Ultra Boost. Yeah, you see right here, the icon's grayed out, so I can't even get the normal Ultra Boost ability or the overclock ability on it, which is really annoying. Like, I know they nerfed it so that you don't, like, get infinite Ultra Boost stacks in one round just from stalling around forever, but not being able to just use the normal overclock on it, it's just a bit sad. Now, looks like we are starting to get very far with the bads. I don't think I mentioned this at the start, but the all tier 5 boomerangs, when I did it, they got to 192. Again, that was on hard mode, so take it with a grain of salt. Thing is, the Perma Charge kind of carried that run, though, because I feel like a max buff Mob and Glaive Lord won't do nearly as good. So if I had to guess, we might get pretty close to that on easy mode, that is. I think easy hard probably gives you, like, 5 to 10 more rounds, but that's just a guesstimate. And what isn't a guesstimate is DPS counter. That is fully accurate. I'm still not seeing a peak any higher than 200 or the low 200s, which, well, I guess that's about as high as it goes. Yeah, now we really got to start doing some micro, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on strong. Switch to first whenever, well, things are about to exit. And that almost killed us, which is not a good sign. Looks like 177 is gonna kill us. Oh, really? Not right now. Now, funnily enough, I think what killed us there was the fact that the boomerang ability wasn't up, so I actually might take it off tech bot, just to maybe delay it a couple seconds. Like, for example, I'll use it now just to change things up. Maybe I'll even do some targeting if I still can't beat it, but yeah, these fortified DTs, man. We pretty much need the ability active for that part. So here we go. Ability is active, and you see that makes a difference. When I didn't have for those, like... Oh, I still don't have it. Wow, okay. Well, you did see it was a lot closer, so I guess now we just gotta do a bit more careful micro. So again, wait a little bit, use the ability, re-tech bot it, and to maximize DPS, we'll put it on last to focus DTs first, and the fortified ones at that. So come on, switch to first whenever it's getting far. How about now? First, please. Nice. And now if we can clean up 177, that would be nice. Cool. And here are 4 bats this round. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty hard to deal with. That last bad has like no HP or no damage done on it. I also just lost 1 billion lives, but I'm alive, so if I can survive, I will take it. Nah, we're gonna leak another ceramic, okay. What can we do this round? Well, probably just better targeting. So it's gonna be really annoying, because I gotta leave it on strong the entire time, but if a balloon is about to exit, then I have to switch first, and then back to strong basically immediately. So DTs here must put on strong, or first, saw ceramic. Looks like we're doing a little better this time around, but man, that last bat is still so far. Yeah, so I think now we gotta sacrifice some damage on the initial bads to do more to the last part, I think, because yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, my new tactic this round is literally just leave it on strong the entire time, because apparently I can survive even the stragglers, so this is definitely looking a little bit better. Alright, so set on last, back to first DTs, and then back to last. Come on. Oh yeah, we definitely popped the ZMG there, so all we have to deal with is 1 bad, and if I can beat the DTs in that short time frame, then I win. Please win, okay. ZMGs, come on. Oof, down to 30 lives. We needed every little bit of that. Good thing we didn't leak any lives prior to this round. Otherwise, that would have been a problem. Okay, 185. Looks like we got a bunch of fortified DTs making their way up here. This might be the end. Well, let's see how close we get at least. So, first, can we at least get the second bad? And third bad? Well, we're gonna... Yeah, we're not even gonna be able to beat the insides of the second bad. Well, I'll give it a quick couple more attempts, but it looks like this round's looking pretty bleak. So yeah, we want to try to get as many bats as possible with the Rang attack. So right now it's only getting that one bad there. So I'm gonna do last with left hand. I don't know. Back to first for DTs. Back on strong. All right, strong left hand. Oh yeah, this run's looking way better. We're almost got bad number 3 down. And now we should just focus all our damage on the last bad. But that's still, again, a lot of HP left. I don't know. Come on, back at first to snipe. Good. Hey, there's actually a chance here. However, that's provided if we can break down the Moabs in time. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm surprised we actually made it through 185 there. Okay, there's no way to beat 186 though. 5 bats this time. 2-2-1 formation. Yeah, not to mention the amount of F-ZMGs that are cockblocking us. Like, it took us so long to get rid of those F-ZMGs that we have, like, no damage on the bats now. And looks like we are not even close this round. Alright, couple more tries. Yeah, not a chance, I don't think. I think the bats are just too close together. Even though they are spaced, like, they're spaced perfectly that... I mean, it'd be easier if they were even further apart. Or if they were stacked, but yeah, this is the worst of both worlds. So, that's a GG. Now, as I said at the very start, in case you're not convinced that 250 is not better, then let me just go ahead and get that real quick. And get 10 stacks on it. So, 9 stacks and 10 stacks. And, well, I mean, the Pierce means it'll be easier to break all these F-ZMDs down to get through to the bats, but still having that much less damage on it is gonna suck. Yeah, as you see, it's doing a lot worse. We haven't even killed the F-ZMDs yet, and the bats are equally as damaged, so yeah. 186 is still not bad, though, for a 30k tower. In fact, pretty good, and actually beats out the degree 100 Boomer Paragon, for those who don't know, so... Just some food for thought if you're wondering if you should go for a Paragon or a max buff Perma Charge. Hints, this might be a little better, although I guess you don't have the knockback. But I was just talking about in terms of damage. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, any suggestions on other things I should super buff, leave a comment, and maybe I'll do it. See you next time.